All right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now, it opens a treasure trove of magical yet desperate songs while keeping them all together in a harmonious and loving whole. That's talented vocalist Lu Dlamini's latest album titled Ulimi Lwami, which showcases astonishing musicality, which straddles contemporary melodic jazz to ballads, soul gospel to Latino inspirations, pop and bouncy to poetry. Dlamini will launch her latest project at the Playhouse in Durban on Friday alongside the king of the Zulu guitar, Madala Kunene, who will also launch his latest body of work, and that's titled 1959. The talented vocalist joins us now from our Durban studios to tell us more about Lu Dlamini and Madala Kunene in concert. Lu, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Lebu, and thank you for having me.
Talk to us about the upcoming concert at the Playhouse next Friday. What can we look forward to?
Hey, we're looking forward to great stories, especially about our city here in Durban and my ancestry as a Dlamini. Madala was born here in Umkhumbane, and he experienced forceful removals when he was 9 years old, I believe. And that is the story from the album. It's a reconciliation because later in his life, he met the person who actually demolished his family shack.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us about your project. We're going to talk about Madala in a moment, but let's talk about you and this project, Ulimi Lwami. I mean, what went into putting this project together, and what is the significance of the title of the project?
It's about my tongue, my language, how I have to think first before I answer to anything. It's about how I heal with my tongue and hoping that we all grow to experience the experience that I feel when I say something nice to somebody and I feel that this person is actually receiving this and is going to live up to this.
Mm-hmm. Who did you work with on the album?
I worked with really exciting musicians. I was lucky to be supported by people who have been in this industry for a long time. Produced by Marius Botha, who is also the owner of the Headroom Studios where I recorded and Madala recorded. And Bani Bopela also is a co-producer. I have a lot of collaborations like Nir Hamelin from Israel, Demi Fernandez, who's playing magical guitar. He's a lecturer at UKZN. So I'm really supported by greats,
Mm-hmm. I mean, when were you happy with the sound of Ulimi Lwami, and how would you describe the sound of this album?
I don't think an artist is ever unhappy with what they create. What we do is you think of something and it's people who are never happy. No matter how bad your creation is, but as long as it comes from the heart, you are happy with even the last note, the first note. The problem is normally with the engineers. They never want to finish. They work and rework on something. But with an artist, even an artist goes like, as long as it's from the heart, they are satisfied.
Mm-hmm. I mean, why is Ulimi Lwami worth a listen?
It is, it really is, because it's a story of a woman's life. It's a story about humanity. It's a story of love. It's a story of reconciliation. It's a story of moving forward and being honest with life, because you're already experiencing a lot of negatives in our lives. So giving yourself a chance to feel positive from the inside, I think that's what Ulimi Lwami gives you.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's come back. How did this Madala Kunene and Lu Dlamini relationship start? How did you guys end up saying, okay, let's launch both our albums on the same night?
I basically grew up in Johannesburg, but being born here in Durban. So it was always my dream to come back home and start my career here at home. It delayed, and later in my life when I decided, no, I really have to fight for this. I really have to go and drink from that fountain again. I was introduced to him by my brother, and the relationship started. We started doing things together. He actually presented me to KZN and said, here is a daughter from this province, please receive her. You know, for people to receive me, I was presented, which is a good culture from the Dlaminis. We know that so well.
Yeah. All right. And then his album, are you able to tell us about what his album is about, 1959?
His album is about forceful removals from Umkumbane. Umkumbane is a place here in Durban that is equivalent to Sophia Town in Johannesburg, District 6 in Cape Town. But most stories are always told from the Sophia Town perspective and the District 6 perspective. Nobody has really come up with a story that says, my shack was demolished. I have met somebody who actually demolished my shack and I made friends. Now we are talking. I understand his story as he understands mine. And we're moving forward. It's about that. It's about the real stories of South Africa, the real pains that people went through, and reconciliation and moving forward as a cohesive country.
What for you makes Madala Kunene such an amazing artist and, you know, talented in his own right?
Because he's stubborn about showcasing himself as himself, not drawing from. With me, I think growing up, being the last born of 10 strong siblings, I took a lot from each one of them. With Madala, it's like he was born alone in this world. He's adamant at being himself, and he portrays that and is unashamedly an African, you know, and which is good. It's good for us, all Africans of all colors, to still have somebody who stands by his sound, who stands by his voice, you know.
All right, and then why is Playhouse the best place to host your concert?
It's home.
Yeah.
It's home. They collaborate with artists. They allow artists to say, listen, what do you have? Come to us, bring it, we'll give you a platform. It's a prestigious platform, especially for a new artist like myself. So if home says, yeah, make use of it, show us what you have, then it makes it the best place.
All right, before I let you go, give us details of the concert, ticket prices, what time do you start?
It's 150. It starts at 7 o'clock at the Playhouse, and it's at the Drama Theatre.
All right, Lu Dlamini,
thank you. You can buy your tickets at CompuTicket.
All right, Lu, thank you so much for talking to us. Talented jazz singer Lu Dlamini chatting to us about her upcoming performance with the king of the Zulu guitar, Madala Kunene, at the Playhouse in Durban on Friday, the 29th of April at 7 p.m. Dlamini will launch Ulimi Lwami while Kunene launches 1959.